to make sure our decals are the right size, we're gonna measure the surface. So many times people have asked how big should the letters be. We're gonna take in consideration like the width and the height of the surface, and that's gonna tell us exactly how big the letters are gonna be. But the more services we add, the smaller they're gonna be, so there's not a standard size. I mean, hopefully we can make them bigger than or taller than 2 inches so people can read the letters from far away. And the paint looks in great shape. We can use the high tack. I just double check, and there's a little bit of rust, which we're not gonna mess with this section. If you can see, the back side too has some rust, but the door looks in great shape. The first thing we did, we aligned the vinyl. As you can see, it's moving to the front freely, and this is the reason why we aligned the vinyl. We have so many videos where we show you that step. And the vinyl cutter we are using for today's project, it is our favorite, our number one, the Graphtec CE6000-60. What would be the best word to describe this machine? Best investment we could have done. It is a little pricey. Right now you can get the new version, the Graphtec CE7000-60, which is a 24-inch vinyl cutter, same size as this one, but you can get it for almost $2,000. That is just for the vinyl cutter. You also have to consider the vector software. We have CorelDRAW. You can get the new version for around $500. I mean, that's quite an investment. Totally worth it. Honestly, guys, if there's any vinyl cutter that I can recommend 100%, it'll be the Graphtec vinyl cutters. Okay, this section is ready, and this is the reason why we always align the vinyl. Luis, go ahead. He added some weeding boxes. It makes it easy. It will give you an idea where you need to cut it from. I think the settings look perfect. And you already know which transfer we're gonna use. Since the surface is in perfect shape, we're gonna use the high-tech, the AT75.1. I was hoping we could use this. The new transfer that we got is the same brand, except this one is the conform. I'm gonna make sure to leave the information on the screen and also in the description of the video, as well as on the first comment, but you can also get them or go to our website. Up there you can get materials, equipment, tools that we use. That is www.rdidecals.com. We're cutting the second color, and we had a small piece of vinyl which is perfect for this color, perfect size. And I was talking about the Graphtec vinyl cutter, and I know it's not the most affordable. I mean, $2,000 is a little high, but there's another option if you guys have a very small budget. Cameo cutters, we have Cameo 4, 12 inches, but we also have the Cameo Pro 4 Pro, which is a 24-inch vinyl cutter. The first one, the small one, right now you can get it for under $200. And the 24-inch vinyl cutter, the Pro, you can get it for about $380. They're not the best machines, but for the price, I mean, you cannot go wrong with them. And they come with their own software. That's the main reason why we recommend Cameo cutters, because you don't have to spend extra money on the software to make your letters. I mean, if you want to work with a logo, it has to be a good resolution or good size to be able to work with it. I think this is ready. We can start weeding out. Let's get up close and see the process of weeding out. See, it's weeding out really nice. We recently replaced the cutting strip from the vinyl cutter, and it actually made it a lot better, right?
Yep.
Is it cutting a lot better?
So far it feels better. We'll see.
Okay. And we were talking about the vinyl cutter, like how long we've had our Graphtec vinyl cutter. And I think it's been about at least 7 years that we've owned or we've had that vinyl cutter. No issues at all, like only regular maintenance, like replacing the blade, replacing the cutting strip, and a few things that you have to do, like mainly maintenance. That's pretty much all we have done to it. Very, very reliable vinyl cutters. And as you saw, it weeded out perfectly. Something that I want to mention, if you guys check out our videos, most of our designs are either one or two colors. I would say probably like 80% of them. The reason this is the best way to keep our prices affordable and try to stay busy when, I mean, that's what we do whenever it's a little bit slow. Like right now, things are moving slowly.
It's called strategy.
There you go. Now we're doing the QR code. Luis decided to do the opposite of what we normally would do.
I think this is the best way for weeding out a QR code, but I mean, we'll find out.
So far, so good. If you're liking this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We would also appreciate if you share this video with your friends and relatives. Thank you so much. We're gonna check and see if it works. Luis is gonna scan it and see.
Yep.
Yeah, it worked. We just finished applying our transfer on our vinyl decals. We didn't show it in this video, but if you guys do not have any extra help, there's an amazing tool that you should consider getting. That is the tape application rollers. We're gonna have the links in the description of the video. This makes it easy to apply your decal, I mean not your decal, but your transfer on your vinyl decals. And you can also use it with any cameo cutters. We're gonna use our little magnets to position the decal, measure it, make sure that we center it before we apply it. I mean, you could also use tape, but it makes it a little more challenging to move the decal around, unlike the magnets. That's the main reason why we use those magnets. If you see the decal is getting a lot of wrinkles because we use the RTape, the AT75.1, this is a high tag, it makes it easier. But when it's like today, when it's extremely hot, when trying to remove the vinyl from the backing paper, as you're about to see, it's still a challenge. But the good thing about, even though it wrinkles, we are going to be able to do a wet application. Usually when you use a high tack like this, you won't have to go through exactly what they're going right now. Like the vinyl is making it really hard, like it won't come off. And this is a high tack. Imagine if you were using a low tack, it would be like at least 5 times harder than this. He's gonna use the cutting knife. They just wanna make sure that they apply that bottom section to the surface. They're gonna do a wet application. They're gonna use that homemade solution.
Right now I feel safe because I know it's super hot, so.
All right, they're finished with the bottom section. Now they can finish the top. I don't know how we used to do this without using the high tack. We used to use the AT60. No wonder I started to lose my hair. We're gonna let it sit here for a bit. In the meantime, they're gonna start working on the one on the back, which will be just one color. This is the only one that's gonna have the red color. And look at that, let's see. This one's not wrinkled. It only takes a few minutes, not yet, yeah, exactly. It's gonna take just a few minutes and then it'll be a completely different story. Remember that if you are using Oracle 651 or even Green Star vinyl, it is completely safe if you do a wet application method, except you just gotta be careful when you want to do a wet application on glass. Make sure that you use paper transfer. We can try to remove the front one and see. Good, good so far. Now it's time to apply the next layer of vinyl. And we have our registration marks to make it easier. These will guide us where to apply the next layer. In the meantime, while we wait for this to be ready. The next layer, Luis already got rid of the backing paper, and he's gonna cover it with the homemade solution. What's the brand, Luis? The homemade solution, is it Rapid Dave?
It's
Or is it Speedy Gonzalez?
Speedy Gonzalez solution made by RDI.
There you go, I like the sound of that. See how easy it was to position that? We're just gonna wait a few minutes and it should be ready in no time. Luis is gonna check and see if, yeah, it looks like it is ready, I think. Yeah, it is.
It's so hot. This tells you how hot it is.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
If you guys love our content and would like to support our channel, remember that we have memberships available. Just go to the join button and you will get all the different options and instructions. Make sure you pay attention to every single one of them as they all offer different perks. Thank you for your support. They just finished removing the last piece of transfer. Let's go around and show you the end result. This is the driver's side, then the back side. Always a challenge when you work on glass because you cannot do, or if you decide to do a wet application method and you use the same transfer that we did, since we didn't have the right size for the paper transfer, that's why we struggled a little bit, but we got it done. And then passenger side, basically the same thing. What do you guys think? If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And we would also appreciate if you share this video with your friends and relatives. Remember that you can get your tools and materials. Go to our website, that is www.rdidecals.com, or you can also get them through the links in the description of the video and on the very first comment. Thank you for your support.